Good day, friends. Uh, Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to discuss the burning issue new economic policy. New economic policy is very important in the sense that it's going to impact the future generation in the coming 20 years. Now, Government of India has understood the need for revamping the education system in India to align itself with global standards. The previous policy, which was introduced in 1986, that is 34 years ago, is going to be replaced by the new economic policy. In the next coming 3 minutes or 4 minutes, we are going to discuss the key takeaways and important aspects of the new education policy. Now, I request you to watch the video till the end and also share the video, like the video, and subscribe to my channel and encourage me to produce more and more videos. Friends, this is your PV Narayan Rao, Chartered Accountant, and I am doing this as a matter of sharing knowledge with the peers and give a bit of information beyond news. Not a news is available in the newspapers. I need not give them. But the idea is to give some analysis, some entitlement, news, views behind news. What is the real news behind the news? That is the idea. Now, first of all, I am happy to tell you that the new economic policy is drafted by eminent educationists and eminent researcher Dr. Kasturi Rangan, who was previous chairman ISRO and presently working as chancellor for Central University of Rajasthan and NIIT. Prior to that, he worked for Harvard and also headed JNU. Now, with his abundant, rich experience, I am sure the policy is drafted very well. Now, the policy prepared by the committee of Dr. Kasturi Rangan is approved by the central government, central cabinet on 31st July. Now, the aim of the policy is to revamp all aspects of India's education system that was in place over 3 decades and bring it closer to the global education system standards. The cabinet, under the guidance of Narendra Modi, has now given a nod to this. Now, these policies is unveiled on Wednesday. Let us see the key takeaways one by one and how they are going to impact the system. Now, this, first of all, before jumping into the main topic, let us discuss two things. Policy is a broad framework guidelines to provide final this is a education is concurrent in concurrent list, so both central government and state government has power to legislate and implement the laws, so it's in concurrent list. These 2 points we should understand. This itself is not a new education system. This is only broad guideline which paves way for the state and central governments to draft their legislations. Now, there are five important points, five key takeaways in the policy. First, 10 plus 2 system of education is replaced by 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That is, earlier we have 10 years of school education plus 2 years of higher secondary education, that is intermediate. Now in that place we are going to have primary schooling from class 1 to 10, age 6 to 16, and then class 11 to 12, that is age 16 to 18. That is 1 to 10. 1 to 10 means 5 plus 3 plus 3. This what happens? 11 years. Of the 11 years, first 10 years, schooling from class 1 to 10, and then class. Now, the system is going to be changed like this. 5 years foundation education, 3 years preparatory, and 3 years for middle education, and 4 years for secondary school. Okay, this is how it's going to change. That means 5 years for foundation, 3 years for preparatory, 3 years for middle level education, and then 4 years for secondary schooling. That 4 years is degree education. So our child starts his education beforehand. Even now in the private sector, some private companies they are doing this, private schools are doing this, but this should be implemented for all. Now in the degree 4 years, which is little later, we discuss how the 4 years degree is going to be implemented. Little later, one by one, we will take. Now, one more important aspect is medium of education should be local medium, local language, or mother tongue, up to 5th standard for both private and public schools. But there is a problem here. If the child education, I mean child's mother tongue is not local language or different from the one, the teachers are encouraged to adapt bilingual approach. This bilingual approach will help them to understand this thing. But foundation should be in local language. That is the idea of the committee. Now, curriculum will be reduced to core concepts. They will not be huge syllabus will be reduced to core concepts, and board exams are simplified. Board examinations are simplified and will not put much pressure. Maybe here it may be like this. More case studies may be there. Multiple choice questions may be there, and this is intended to reduce the pressure on the student, as is followed by global educational institutions. Now, authorities like University Grants Commission, All India Committee on Technical Education, AICTE, UGC, etc. will be scrapped, and a single authority will be formed. Other boards or other authorities for like legal education, medical education, etc. are excluded from this program. That means there will be a singular controlling authority for this. Now, from 6th year onwards, at sixth year means 6th standard onwards, vocational training is also introduced. There are 10 days of school, no school back days, and these 10 days they are encouraged to get crafts training from local artisans. That is one more important thing. These exams, board exams are proposed to be conducted twice in a year. And Hindi, multi-language formula, multi-language approach is also there. 3 language formula will continue with preference to local language, medium of instruction till class 8. Class 8, up to 5 compulsory, up to class 8, encouraged, it is recommended. Now, now we are coming to next point. No separation of streams, mixing will be there. For example, if you are interested in science stream in one subject and arts stream in subject, these you can take 2 subjects. These entire subjects of study are divided into 2 things. 2 stages of priority. First priority, like in some universities there is a system of main subjects and ancillary subjects. Like that, maybe you can select from different streams separate subjects, say economics and physics. Like that also, all these inter-stream things may be it is allowed. So, in one way, the policy is drafted by very eminent people and discussed broadly, thoroughly at various levels, and finally approved by our central cabinet after so much deliberation. Now, there is an objection saying that the education is being saffronized. But the committee chairman Rangarajan, Kasturi Rangan, has refused this concept, saying that our modern concept of education is the objective. Modern concept and ancient education system, both are same and they are complementary to each other, and we are not going to lose scientific temper for the sake of anything else. That's what it is given. Next, regarding Hindi, compulsory imposition of Hindi. No, there is nothing as such. Hindi will be a link language. Hindi is encouraged to be a link language because only 15% of the Indians know English. So there should be a link language to link the entire country. There will not be any imposition of Hindi. That is the idea of the education. These are the available details as of now, and prima facie, if you compare this to the system available in other advanced countries, this is more in alignment with them. Let us try to understand this in a more detail in my next video. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please offer your feedback, like my page, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you very much. Thank you once again.